Hey guys, this is Christy. In this video I'm going to be doing my 34-week pregnancy update. I did my last update 2 weeks ago at 32 weeks, and then starting now I'm going to be doing weekly videos. A lot is changing right now because we're counting down, only around 6 or so weeks to go. But yeah, lots of things are still changing, so I want to check in with you guys weekly. So first off, don't mind the mess over there. We are, after I wash all the baby clothes, we're just putting it in bags and totes over there. So that's, yeah, a huge amount of stuff. Basically, we're waiting to finish this room, which means we're waiting to finish downstairs first, and then put together the dresser and put all of those things in drawers. But right now they're all just sitting there. So at this point, 34 weeks, baby is about as big as a cantaloupe, apparently my app says, as well as 4.7 pounds and about 18 inches long, like from head to toe. So that's pretty sizable. That's awesome. Well, two big things. First off, I'll touch on my back pain, which thankfully has gotten a little bit better. But the more important thing right now is that right at this point, baby boy is breech. So that means that he has not flipped around and put himself head down position. Now, 34 weeks, babies are always flipping around. Sometimes you can have them in the right position and then like the week before you give birth, then they flip over again. So I'm not too worried. I see a lot of people in the forums that are super worried and they're like at 31 week and the 32 week. So I'm not that worried yet, but I am going in for an ultrasound next week and to confirm, I guess. And then at that point, then the doctor will start talking to me about options, which can be like the doctor pushing things, trying to move him around so he flips, or things like a C-section. So things that I have to think about. But at this point, she didn't tell me any of that because she's like, we're just gonna do the ultrasound first and then discuss. And yeah, even up until you give birth, things can change at any moment. So you just have to be flexible or open to the ideas. But what was really cool actually when I went to the doctor, and obviously the doctor, she was feeling my stomach, pushing down on it kind of hard, like it was a little uncomfortable. And then she pushed down near kind of just under my rib cage, and she's like, okay, I feel something hard there. It's most likely the head. You know, there's a chance it could be the butt, but probably the head. And then she's feeling kind of around. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still facing up or head up. So he's not in position yet. And then she asked, where am I feeling my kicks, which are still now all below my belly button area. So that makes sense that those are kicks. They're not, they could be punches, but yeah. So then I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago, and then I kind of like felt around like a little bit, and I was like, that's so cool that she can feel that, like that she can tell that just by touching my belly, because I couldn't. And then yesterday, for the very first time, I was just sitting on the couch watching TV, and then I'm always now touching and rubbing my belly, and then I start to like, not prodding it, but just touching it. And it was funny, on my left side, my like upper stomach was super squishy, and then I'm just like, la la la, and I get to the right side, and it's really firm, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that what the doctor was talking about? That, like, that's where his head is? And so then I got down to touch it, and he's like, oh my god, I think I may feel a finger, like, if he's like this or like that. And I was like, oh my god, but then I'm like, well, don't like keep pushing at him. That's like someone going to us like this. I was like, that's not nice. So we just did it a couple more times. But that's really cool. Now, I don't know, maybe that wasn't what I think it is, but I think it was like, it was really neat to be able just to compare the two sides. And one side was totally squishy and the other one was hard. So we're not doing that often because we don't want to keep poking him, but yeah, that's really cool. But then it also shows that his head is still right up under my rib cage, right at the top, so yay. But honestly, I'm not too worried at this point. I would like to have a vaginal birth. I don't really want to do a C-section, however, well, mainly just because the recovery is harder and it's a procedure, it's a bigger surgery. but I know a lot of people have had C-sections and they're totally fine, and it's, yeah. So I mean, it is okay, but hopefully we'll see. I don't know. All right, so that was the big news, and then yeah, I'm going for my ultrasound next week, and they said it's not like a nice long looky-loo ultrasound. It's basically 5 minutes. You just get the one picture to see that, yep, it's in that position or it's in the other position, and then you're on your way again. No like getting pictures or anything. And then Dan's also not allowed to come because, you know, during these times they're saying you're not allowed to have a support person or anything. It's just the mom that goes into the ultrasound room, which again for a 5-minute procedure is fine. All right, and then the second big thing is my backache. So I went to the doctor. I told her all about where it's hurting, how terrible it is, like, and at that point it was so unmanageable. You know, I was, as I had mentioned in my last video, I was taking Tylenol throughout the day and the night, and it was still hurting. I would be trying to, I'd spend like 9 to 10 hours in bed and only get like 6 hours of sleep. It was so bad. So anyways, at first the doctor was like, you know, it could be, she's like, I'll take a look at your back, but it could be that, you know, your body's changing, your chest has gotten larger, I assume. I'm like, yeah, definitely. Like, I went from a B/C cup, depending on the brand, to a double D cup. So I was like, yeah. And she's like, have you sized up bras? I was like, yes, I have. And she's like, well, you know, you could just try a different one, see if one will offer more support. But then she had me like take my shirt off and had me do different movements and ask like, does this hurt? Does this hurt? And most of the time, like, if I put my hands above my head, it didn't hurt. If I did that, it didn't. And then she pushed certain places on my back a lot. It really hurt to find out exactly where. And so then what she came up with is that it is a series of muscle spasms. So she didn't tell me how those came. Well, she asked me, she's like, have you been lifting something heavy? And I actually haven't, because when the pain started, that was, I'm pretty sure, shortly after when I was, well, sick and then wasn't allowed to do anything, or wasn't allowed to go out of the house, so I wasn't even at the vet, so it wasn't that I was lifting dog food or anything. Plus, everyone at the vet is so kind and understanding, and half the people are moms themselves, so they've gone through all this, so they're like, don't lift that cat carrier, and they're like, any like bag of food that's over like 3 kilograms, which is like 6.5 pounds, don't touch it, we'll get it for you, just tell us what you need. And they're like, don't, you know, take the big dogs on the leash, you know, no carrying carriers or anything. So anyways, they're super understanding. So it wasn't even that I was at the vet and accidentally lifted something, so it really wasn't. And so I don't know, I have not lifted anything. So then, yeah, so we don't know how it started. But her remedy was, which actually has helped, which I'm so happy, having a tennis ball. Well, she said, I would send you for either massage therapy, which she's like, it's not a nice massage. She's like, it's a very painful massage, it will help, but it's not enjoyable. But she said because of COVID, those at the time, I think now things are starting to open up in my city, but 2 weeks ago she was like, those are closed, they're not working right now. She said, or you could do chiropractic, but since I've never done chiropractic in my life, I don't know if the first time is good when I'm pregnant and going through this pain. Like, I don't know. I would rather have at least tried it once in my life before, just in case. So then her other option was to have a tennis ball, lie on the floor with my knees like bent, and put the tennis ball exactly on the pressure point where it hurts, and then lay down on it and try to put all my weight on it. And she said, it will be uncomfortable. She said, you will probably have to be like deep breathing through the pain and the discomfort, but try to stay on there for around 30 seconds to a minute. So I haven't gotten up to a minute because it is so uncomfortable, but I can do it for about 30 seconds and the deep breathing. Sometimes I start to feel a little lightheaded, which is not good, but yeah, I've been doing that, and it's funny, if I do it on the spot that hurts, it's very painful, but it does offer some relief, whereas sometimes it's hard to get the tennis ball positioned right, or then I'm on the floor and I can't reach the tennis ball, and I'm like, nah, I don't know where the tennis ball went, and I'm like flailing around. And so anyways, when I was positioning on the other side, it wasn't quite at that spot, and that was totally fine. It didn't hurt at all. I was just lying on a tennis ball. It was uncomfortable. But as soon as I hit those places where my muscle is sore, like I have a muscle spasm, yeah, I know that the tennis ball is there. So the other way she said, or you could have your husband like push down really hard, and she demonstrated for me. It was painful. However, I told him to do it, and then I'm just like, no, stop. And then of course he's not going to continue going as I'm telling him stop. So that's not the good way. It's better if I can control it, and then, yeah, it's painful. I wish I could stop, but I know it's good for me. So I've been doing that for about a week now. And it's so much more manageable. Like, it still hurts my back. Like, even right now I'm sitting, it hurts in one spot, but like I haven't had Tylenol at all today. I take it once still before bed, one tablet. And then I still wake up like every hour and a half from when I go to bed up until about 3 a.m. and then usually I am able to sleep from 3 to about 7. However, I'm able to get back to sleep within like 10-15 minutes, which is a huge win, because again, if you watched last week's video or last time's video, it was like 45 minutes to an hour and a half just tossing and turning, trying to get comfortable. So I am so happy. I'm, yeah, getting a lot more sleep, I'm a lot better mood. And yeah, things have gotten so much better. Whew. So then other just fun stuff, we finally got our car seat delivered from Walmart. It took a month to come, but I'm just happy that it came. I mean, I understand shipping takes a while. I'm, yeah, really just happy that we have it, that we don't have to go scavenging out last minute to find one. Yeah, so that's really good, and we've gotten a bunch of other stuff. I picked up a second-hand swing, one of the Fisher-Price swings. I just picked it up today, so we still have to, it's just kind of sitting in a room. We have to disinfect everything, and I want to wash everything. But I'm happy about that, and we tried it out, and it does work. So I spent $50 on it, and it's, yeah, babies use them for about the first 6 months. Hopefully. I mean, some babies don't even like them, but so I didn't want to buy it new for like $179 or like almost $200. So I'm happy with this. And then we've gotten a lot of other things. We're almost like, I mean, we still have so much to do with making this room, but we have almost everything aside from like tiny things, plus diapers. Diapers are not a tiny thing. We still need to buy diapers, but I've been like reading, and people are saying if you can get them for the equivalent of 19 cents a diaper, if you do the math, that's a good deal. But at this point, it's not the time where I'm going from store to store trying to find a deal on diapers, and I don't want to tell Dan to go somewhere because he's not going to go, like, I'm not going out of the house unless it's like an appointment or to work, but I'm not going grocery shopping. We're just trying to keep me as safe as possible. And yeah, Dan's not going to be doing the math there. And with diapers, even when you look at the flyers and see the sale price, in every different size, there's a different number of diapers, which I just don't have experience with. So anyways, we haven't gotten diapers yet because I want to get a good deal on them. Whereas I think someone said if it's like 17 cents or lower, it's like definitely stock up. 19 cents is a good sale price. Anything above that is expensive. So most of the places are like 23 cents up to like 30 cents per diaper. So I don't know, I want to find a good deal, but in the next couple weeks we'll just get it. I'll just tell Dan to go to the store, get it, doesn't matter what it costs. Well, you know, within reason. But so yeah, that's a big thing we haven't gotten yet. And then we haven't gotten just little things like baby shampoo and diaper cream, which is like important, but we just haven't gotten it yet. Let's see, I'm almost done my like list of, I mean, an arbitrary list of newborn essentials that I saw, but we have basically all the clothes that we need. I know I did get a bit more, or a couple more of the swaddles, or like the sleep sacks, because someone had mentioned in my last video, you better get more than one or you're going to be doing way too much laundry, or then you're going to be doing without when he messes one up. So yeah, we have, I think, about 4 0 to 3 month ones, and then 1 newborn one, and then 1 0 to 6 month one, so a little bit bigger. So I'm happy about that. Yes. And then we've chosen, well, I've chosen, because I talked to Dan, I'm like, we have to decide what we want his going home outfit to be, and he's like, his what? And I was like, what outfit we want to have him in, like, when we take him home for the first time, and he's like, why does it matter? I'm like, well, for pictures. And so anyways, he doesn't care. He's like, that's a thing? Like, can't you just put them in anything, and if you want to take a picture when you get home, put them in something else? And I was like, it's not the same. So anyways, I have chosen this little thing, little sleeper, and it has the, like, hand that these can go over the hand so he doesn't scratch his little face. And the pattern are these little dogs. They're so cute. So yes, this little sleeper. So this one is Carter's brand, and it's newborn. I'm also will take along a 0 to 3 month sleeper in case he's really big, because I don't know what does it say, oh, sometimes some of them say like up to 7 pounds or something. Well, if I have like a 10-pound baby, he's not gonna fit into that. So I'm gonna take that. I have like 2 preemie outfits just in case I go into labor prematurely. So we have that, but realistically we just got newborn and then a lot of 0 to 3 months, because that's, yeah, if it's a little loose, well, yeah. But I really like that one, so that's my first choice. And then I think I have a blue little hat to go with it, so. Aww, it'll be so cute. So we also still have to get fun things like toys. I've been so like caught up on the essentials, I haven't even thought of like cute fun toys and things. But I mean, obviously toys are important too for you know, stimulation and brain growth and everything like that, but I need to get these first, so that I will do as well. But again, with toys, I want to go to the store and look at them, and we're not. So I'll probably just go buy some online. But again, those are not as essential as other items. Oh yes, I have to show you. Dan's family came over because we are allowed in Victoria to expand our circle a little bit with healthy people and within reason. So we had his parents over outside. We didn't have them in the house, but just they came over for some coffee and tea and some dessert. So yeah, we had them outside, not in the house. But again, they've been isolating as much as they can, aside from like going to the grocery store every 2 weeks. So they are healthy as far as we know it too. But anyways, so his mom knit a beautiful receiving blanket. It is so pretty. So I'm gonna run down and bring it out and show it to you guys. So here it is. And then one more fold. So it's pretty big. And look at these, like the detail on here. And then it has like these here. Oh my gosh. So Dan's mom taught me how to knit, I don't know, I'd say about like 3 years ago. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna make a scarf. And I like worked on it a very long time. And I still only had like this much. And it was like chunky yarn too. And honestly, I just lost interest because it takes so long. So I can't even imagine how long this would have taken. Like, oh my goodness. It's just, yeah, so like detailed, and it's such soft yarn and really thin, and oh, it's so beautiful. So, oh, yeah, that was just what an amazing, amazing gift. So she says this, I mean, it's not a swaddle, but it's like you can have it if you're nursing him, hold it, or then you can put it over yourself like this, or but it's just so pretty. And then she also made some little burping cloths with this little dinosaur pattern, as well as some, I don't know what these are called, maybe these are called receiving blankets, I don't know, but same thing, or maybe this is a burp, I'm not sure. But anyways, just lots of things. They're versatile, they can have many uses for it, but I'm so, I love the blanket. And then she's also making another, she said she's knitting another thing that will be for when he's older. It will be like his blankie, or you know, they called it something, I don't know. They have a term that they use in their family, and it's their thing. My blankie I called blankie. So anyway, so she's like, but that obviously you can't give that to a newborn, so that'll be when he's older. So she's working on knitting that. But oh, it's so pretty. Alright, so now I'm going to show you my belly. Keeping in mind I had lunch about 45 minutes ago, so it's bigger. However, honestly, it is very bigger. So I had to size up to my size large scrub top at work too. And it looks almost the same size. So thankfully I also ordered an extra large. and it has like embroidered with our company name. So I was like, I only have 3 more weeks of working at the vet before I go on my 2-week vacation and then start my mat leave. But yeah, I was like, I just popping out, my belly's popping on my other one. So my belly's gotten big. This isn't the best top to see it with because it has this line right here, which can't really see, but that's okay. So from the front, this, and then the side, boom. Yes, lots of big belly, extra big. There we go. So big belly. Whew, extra swollen. My rash has gone away on the belly, so that's good. So that is what the belly looks like. I have started to notice a couple stretch marks as well, but I mean, a lot of people, they say they put either like bio oil on it or coconut oil. I guess it helps just to, I don't know, moisturize your skin, but stretch marks are genetic, so I'm not really. Sometimes after I have a bath, I will put lotion, but not like twice a day, 3 times a day I have to put it on. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna get stretch marks, then I will. I have noticed that I'm starting to slow down at times, like doing things are a little more harder. And it sucks because I want to do things more, but I just find myself out of breath and it's just annoying. Like, I want to be able to vacuum the whole house in one go, or I want to be able to do, like, go up and down the stairs a couple times to do laundry, or putting things away, and it's just, I just have to sit down and catch my breath. So that's just annoying me, but bound to happen. I've been looking in some of my forums where people who are around the same amount of weeks as I am, 34, and it sounds like it's a lot harder for them, so I'm still thankful that I can do things. Or someone's like, my whole legs and ankles are all swollen, I can't stand for more than 5 minutes, and I mean, I went through that with my low iron thing at like 26 weeks, so I feel their pain, the not being able to stand, not the swollenness. So I was like, all right, I could have it worse. But then again, you see people that are still like, I don't know, lifting weights and doing exercise at this point, and clearly that's not for me. So that's it for this week. I will check in with you guys next Friday. I'll film it probably Thursday afternoon or evening after I have my ultrasound. I mean, it'll be quick ultrasound just to say what direction the baby is in. And then, yeah, then I'll have my appointment the following week and we'll discuss what our options are. I'll see you guys next Friday with my 35-week update. It's so exciting that we're just counting down, but still so nerve-wracking because there's so much to do. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.